Hey guys, in my last video I talked about a copyright claim which I had on my technology YouTube channel. Now I'd like to talk about my tech channel again because it's my biggest YouTube channel. It's got the most subscribers, it generates the most income, it's got the most views and it's growing the quickest. But I have to acknowledge the fact that things aren't going as well as they should be. Certainly I feel that I'm at a crossroads and I maybe have to change some things up if I want the channel to grow and if I want to be productive with the time that I spend updating that channel. So I'll jump over to my browser to show you what I'm talking about. This is my technology YouTube channel, which I spent years thinking about its name. It's called Kevin Muldoon. Yeah, I didn't spend much time thinking about that, but you can see the channel analytics at the side there. It's the current subscribers there, and subscribers is going up, but you can see in the summary that views are down, watch time is down, and revenue is down. Now, don't look at that too much because that's not the focus of this video. Those views are down a little bit because the views were artificially high for a few months because of the pandemic. Everyone was at home, no one was working, more people were watching YouTube. So that was always going to come down. But if I show you my list of videos, I'll help explain what the issue is. So this is a list of all my videos. Now, my technology YouTube channel covers a lot of subjects and I cover a lot of different things like laptops and smartphones and computers and graphics cards, and I publish tutorials, and basically if it's got a battery I will do a video about it. So the channel focuses on technology. The problem is that technology is obviously a very large category and I focused on many different topics. Now right away I know my channel would grow a lot quicker if I just narrowed in on one subject and just produce videos on that subject. For example, smartphones or action cameras or laptops. If I just focused on one particular topic, my channel would grow quicker because people would know that when you subscribe, you get phone videos or you get laptop videos. You don't get 12 different topics. So right away, I know that that's something I might have to address in the future. Now, from my selfish point of view, I do enjoy producing videos in all these different subjects because they're interesting to me, but I obviously recognize they're not interesting to everyone else. Someone who's interested in phones might not be interested in cameras, someone interested in laptops might not be interested in gaming, etc. Now, I produce different types of videos. I've got reviews, I've got tutorials, and I've got news videos and things like that as well. And then I've got discussion type videos. If you look down here, you can see a lot of the videos which I've produced reviews. That's a review. That's a review, that's an unboxing, that's a tutorial, that's a review of a hard drive. So there are a lot of reviews there, but then I've got news stories there. That's kind of like a camera review discussion type video where I showed you a lot of footage from my new camera, the Fujifilm X-T4. So I've got a mix of different videos there. Now, what I will say is that from a content creation point of view, reviews take a lot of time. So the PC that I reviewed the other day, I had to spend about 2 or 3 hours setting it up and testing things. In fact, it was longer than that. It was about 4 or 5 hours because I had to test the games and I had to install updates and all that. And then you spend hours recording the video and then you spend hours editing and uploading. Because in order to review a product, you have to understand the product. So you spend a lot of time playing about with things and then testing it and then uploading it. Reviews take the most time. News story videos are super quick. I turn on the camera, I start talking, upload the video, and that's it. Discussion type videos are kind of similar as well. Tutorials can take a little bit longer, but they're not too bad. But product reviews do take the most time. But what I would say is that product reviews are probably one of the best things to upload, because if you look at a news story, for example, like this one, Microsoft's Surface Duo phone coming out, that's relevant just now, but in a couple of weeks or a month or so, that story is not going to be relevant. It's not going to be relevant at all. It's going to be old news and no one's going to click on it. Whereas something like a PC review, that might be relevant for months or years, or perhaps even several years. I've got reviews from several years ago and they still generate views. And that's why I enjoy uploading product reviews, because long term, they can generate a lot of views. But as with everything in YouTube, it can be a little bit of a lottery. And if you scroll down here, I mean, this video has just been uploaded, so that's maybe a bad example, but you can see 89 views for that one. That's a review, 208 for that one, So that may get to thousands of views in the future. Scroll down, 217, that's a product review, 36 minutes there, 200 views, not a lot, 439. Now, if I go down, you can see the first one jumps over 1,000. And granted, I'm not getting a lot of views here, I know that, but the smartphone video here, the OnePlus, that was a kind of discussion type video, 1,432 views. And if I keep going down, that's a product review. But that one is a news story, 4,586. That's a product review, but those took a lot of time to produce. And those were relevant, those are new phones. And that's another, that was camera test, that generated a lot of reviews. So did that one. So there's a few things to take from this, right? There's a few things to take from this. That's a tutorial, that's a product review. Right, so what I'm trying to explain here is that certain products do really well from a views and watch time perspective, but those products have to be new. Just certain products, when you upload a video about them, because they're not in the news, they don't do well. So it's difficult because I like reviewing a lot of these kind of obscure products, but the reality is that these products don't get views. What does get views is products that are just been released and products that are in the news. Now, products that have just been released, it can be difficult because you are fighting against everyone else who's reviewing those products as well. And it's a competitive fight. And a lot of these YouTubers get these products sent months before they're even released. So it's not a level playing field. But you can generate views that way. Now, in my position, I do like doing some of these kind of detailed product reviews, but news stories are a lot quicker and easier. Like Microsoft Surface 2, that was a news story, 4,000 views. Now the difference between, and even this one, 13,000 views, that was a news story. Now, these types of videos, I'm talking recording to uploading, everything can be completed in an hour. This one, that might have taken 5 or 6 hours. So news stories are very quick to produce and they can generate a lot of views. The problem is that I don't want to be an only news story type of YouTube channel. But unless I go out and spend thousands every month on new products, my product reviews aren't going to get traffic. They're not going to get anyone watching them. And it can be a little bit frustrating with that. So what a lot of people do, what a lot of YouTubers do is just do news stories. And what they'll do is just go to Google Trends and you can type in the country that you want and you can see exactly what people are searching for. And you can, right just now, apparently Taylor Swift versus Kim Kardashian, you can see who's doing more, but you can use Google Trends to see, what is trending right now and see just exactly what people are searching for. And that is a big part of YouTube anyway, talking about what other people are interested in. But for my YouTube technology channel, I'm in a difficult situation because I do enjoy reviewing these other products because I think there's a gap in the market per se, and I think a lot of these top YouTubers just simply won't cover things like that. They just won't because it's not worth their time. But the reason it's not worth their time is because no one's watching them. Whenever I review a product, a new phone, for example, that's not a new phone, but whenever I review a new phone or something, it gets a lot of views. And you saw that with my Poco F2. When I reviewed that, it generated a lot of views because it was just out. But I don't want to just review new products. The alternative to reviewing those older products is just spending more time doing news. And that will generate traffic. It will. The kind of concern I have with this situation, though, is that if you let the views define what you're doing, if you just follow the traffic and follow the views, the problem I might have is I might end up with a channel that I don't enjoy updating, or I might have a channel that it's not the channel that I wanted to build. So this is a difficult thing that I think a lot of YouTubers face, and that they might want to produce these types of videos, but those videos that they've only done 1 or 2 of are generating a lot of views. So then they start gravitating towards where the traffic is. And it's difficult because I want to get the balance of doing the videos that I enjoy, doing the types of videos that I think my subscribers would enjoy. But I can't spend a full day reviewing a product for 200 views. I just simply can't do it. So I need to start thinking more about the traffic element of it and think about how I get a return on my investment. So if I ever do buy a product, I have to think about, will that product generate views? But I will have to consider doing more news style videos, despite the fact I don't want to. So I've not really decided exactly what to do. I'm still kind of planning out how I take the channel over the next year. But it is interesting looking at the views there, that only the latest product reviews generate views, and only the latest news generate views, and all other videos just don't seem to generate enough traffic, just as the way it is. And I'm sure that's going to be the case until my channel has like millions of subscribers, if I do reach that. But thanks for watching, guys. I thought I'd give you an insight into this to let you see what it's like. I think a lot of YouTubers will be put in this position where a lot of views are being generated by videos that they don't want to focus on. So as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Please do leave a comment below, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care.